My scary stories are real, and this is called The Curse That Backfired. We're going to call this guy Sean. Right, so I remember I was talking to this guy named Sean, and Sean had a real good character. When I tell you he had street smarts, he was very intelligent. And he was funny as hell. He knew how to make me laugh. Like, we'd be on the phone for hours and hours. But what I didn't know was that Sean was a man who thought he can outsmart fate. Now, normally when I be open and tell people that I'm a psychic medium, I always get the usual skepticism. Okay, so why you ain't, won the lottery? Why you don't see your own situation coming forward? And that's easy. See, a gift like mine don't work on demand. They work when they need to. And sometimes my ancestors don't warn me about the danger. They prepare me for it. See, Sean was one of those people who played with things he really didn't know about, dabbling in a little dark magic. The kind that doesn't bring blessings but consequences. I remember the first time I felt it and I woke up gasping for air. He had called me earlier that day or whatever, right? And because we wasn't talking, we was talking, but not like that because we both busy or whatever, right? And he called me up and said he missed me, that he was coming over to my house. So as I'm laying in the bed next to him, it felt like something was sitting on my chest real heavy as I gasped for air. I'm talking about my body just felt like I couldn't move. I couldn't do nothing, like I had paralysis. My ears was ringing, and it seemed like the air was thick, but it was invisible. I'm trying to shake it off, right? Telling myself, it's just a hag. Wake up, wake up, wake up. But while I'm in this mode, I look over, because I'm like in between sleep. I can see Sean, and his face wasn't right. He was different. His eyes was open like this, staring at the ceiling, speaking words out of his mouth. But I really couldn't hear, what he was saying, because I was in between sleep. It was just like he was just like this. The next morning, right, I got up, and then I was telling him how I had a bad dream or whatever, and what I had saw in the dream. So I was like, in between sleep, I got up and I saw you with your eyes open, and it looked like whatever attacking me was attacking you. But I really couldn't hear what you were saying. So do you know, he looked at me and he smiled and he said, "You heard that?" I said, "No, I saw it." I was like, I was between sleep, and it felt like something had jumped on me, that it was trying to take my energy. And he just laughed it off. He gave me a hug and a kiss, got his stuff, and told me that he would see me later. All type of things started happening. I would catch myself waking up saying his name. Or better yet, I would actually hear him calling my name. And then the phone will ring, and it'll be him on the phone. I'm in the bathroom taking a bath, and then when I get out and I go to the mirror, it was like I look off, like I was two different people. Then one night, everything became clear. So I'm in my room cleaning up, and my perfume bottle had fell behind the dresser. So I'm reaching behind the dresser to try to get the bottle or whatever. So I go and get the broom. So I get the broom, and I'm trying to kick it like under the dresser so I can reach up under there and get it. So I'm up under there, and I said, "Man, what is this?" And I grab it, and it's a black bag. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a Gary bag. And I dropped it. Do y'all know he called my phone? This motherfucker tried to put something on me. So I didn't say anything about the bag when he called. He was like, I think you put something on me because I'm not feeling right. I haven't felt right since I left your house. And I said, why would I put something on you? I don't even do stuff like that. So I played into it. So he was like, what you doing right now? I said, I'm just sitting here, watching the movie. He said, well, I'm about to come over. I was like, you coming over tonight? He said, yeah, I miss you. I want to see you. So I let him come over. Not saying anything about the Gary bag that I had just found in my room. He came to the house and he looked at me and smiled and gave me a hug and a kiss. And you can tell that something on him was weighing very heavy. See, the thing about this is, what Sean didn't understand, here's the thing about playing with forces that you don't understand. You do not get to control how it responds. That night when we went to sleep, I stayed up because I'm like, look, I'm about to see what the hell going on. And like clockwork, now Sean is tossing and turning and talking in his sleep, sweating like he got a fever. His voice started to mumble, and then he went like this. And then he started screaming. And I sat right next to him and laid down like I was asleep. And he went and he shook my shoulder. He was like, Chris, get up. And I stayed there. I acted like I was asleep, like I didn't hear anything. And then he got up, went out the room and went in the bathroom. So I hear him come back in the room. So he was like, Chris, wake up, we need to talk. He was like, what you got going on? So I'm getting up. I'm like, man, what you talking about? What time it is? It was almost as if he couldn't get his thoughts together. And he kept saying, I know you put something on me. And I was like, did you do anything to me for me to put something on you? Because that's the only way that is justified, is if you did something to me. And then he looked at me, and then he got his stuff and he left my house. See, protection runs deep. And some of us got ancestors who don't play that shit. Some of us are guided in ways that no hexes and no spells can break us. And that's just how it is. See, Sean had learned the hard way. He ended up calling me, breaking the relationship off or whatever. But whatever was going on with him and what he had going on with me that my spirit saw, it wasn't over with, because this is the next thing that happened. A month later, Sean got into a car accident, lost his car, lost his job, and now he's on the street. So see, it ain't just women out here using witchcraft on people. It's the men as well. And I say they're a little bit worse.